What is up, you gorgeous, fabulous creatures? Welcome to another week, another Thursday, another fabulous fucking episode of the Losing It podcast. You're here with Kylie Pax, Australia's emotional eating coach. This is the safe place to discuss everything to do with emotional eating, binge eating, overeating, purging, all the shit that we don't want to talk about in front of our girlfriends is what we talk about here. That's what I'm here for. I'm your bestie with absolutely no shame, and I'm just going to spill it and say it like it is. Like, we're going to talk about all kinds of things to do with the crazy shit we do when it comes to trying to lose weight. So over on inside of my membership course, F Scale, if you haven't heard of it before, oh my God, just literally, you must have crawled out from under a rock. You can find it over at kyliepax.com/F Scale. That's where we have hundreds of members that have gone through the process, the exact process that I lay out, the same blueprint that I use to lose 20 kilos, go through the same blueprint, and they are losing their weight. But the main thing that we focus on over there, because it's all very like, yay, let's all give a clapping hand emojis for all the fabulous girls. But at the same time, the main thing that we focus on is to change your self-concept. That is every fucking thing. If we're going to talk a little bit today about why you keep gaining the weight back, because like I always say, I'm pretty sure I said it last week, a trained monkey can lose weight on a diet. Any fucking moron can lose weight on a diet. You don't have to be special. You don't have to be like thinking about it. You just follow the bouncing ball on a diet, restrict your calories, do what they tell you to do, replace your food with some meal replacement shake, jump up and down 3 times on a full moon and shabam, you're skinny. Okay. This is what we do. And we believe them, and we believe that it's true. So the things that I've done over the years are too numerous to count, but some of the most dangerous ones were certainly overdosing on laxatives, taking speed, and not just like flat out, I don't even know how it comes because I'm such a nerd. When it comes to that sort of stuff, I wouldn't know. But it was called, what was it called? It was called Duramine. I know there's a lot of my sisters out there who have also been victims of Duramine over the years. And I don't care if Duramine is still available and they can come and say something to me, because I'm telling you, I'm sharing my experience with fucking Duramine, was that it had speed in it at the time, the era that I was prescribed it by a GP. That's what I had in it. And it just sent your heart racing and it was absolutely insane. And you didn't eat for days. But I didn't know, because I've never taken anything like that before. I didn't know that that's what I was taking. So that was extremely dangerous because I was exercising like a crazy person at the same time. Could have given myself a heart attack and died on the spot. Thank you, Lord, that I didn't, but that's what could happen. So I still to this day have wild and crazy issues with my larger bowel, what do you call it? The large intestinal tract, and all kinds of stuff from the crazy prescription and non-prescription shit that I took over the years in an effort to lose weight. And then not to mention all the meal replacement shakes, the Jennies, the Weight Watchers, the Herbalives, like all the shit like that. The other crazy Body Slim and whatever they were. And then we got to stack on top the mega exercise, like the P90s and all the other shit, and I come from the Susan Powter era where, it said fat makes you fat. So I was like, of course that makes sense. Like, let's not eat fat. So I didn't eat fat for 10 years and then ended up fucking up my hormones so bad that I'm still trying to rectify that to this day. So I don't need to explain to you. If you're here, then you'll understand what I'm talking about when I say this shit is dangerous. And my mission, my goal is to lay it out for you so simple, so simple, lay it out for you so simply that it's indisputable what you need to do to lose weight. Like, you couldn't disprove the method and the blueprint that I use because it is so basic. So if you haven't got my eating codes, I lay them out in a free course. If you're like, sis, I don't know if I'm ready to join a membership where I get calls with you every week and I'm not really sure. Can I dip my toe in the water? Yes, honey, dip your toe in the water. Head on over to my website, click the button that says free course in the menu, and you can get a taste of the eating codes there. I lay them out. First one, so fucking basic. If you're not hungry, you don't eat. The second one, you decide early on what you want to eat in the day and you stand in integrity. You don't just stuff your face at 4 p.m. in the afternoon because you're really hungry or you're depressed, you had a bad day or whatever. You decide first up, this is what I'm going to eat because this is the kind of woman that I'm going to be. And then the third eating code, you stop eating at 80% full. So there's 5 in total. But the 5th one is the one that I harp on about the most. I really love I really love them all. I love all my children. But the third eating code, which is stop eating at 80% full, I love especially because that's the magic weight loss code. That's going to help you lose weight. And then the code that is going to help you maintain it once you lose it is eating code number 5. Act like the person you want to become. And I want to dive a little bit deeper into that today because the whole reason that your cute little booty gains the weight back every single time you lose weight, you torture yourself for whatever, 30 days, 60 days, you do a 90-day challenge over on Insta. And there you go. You lose your weight with the fitness influencers and it's great. But give yourself 6 months, honey, not even. You've gained it all back. It's like back and it's fucking brought a whole posse of friends with it. It's having a corroboree on your ass with all the extra food that you're now eating because you think, I've arrived, and you can. But here's the thing. The only reason that you gain that weight back is not even because of what you ate. It's because of who you believe you still are that made those food choices. You didn't change your self-perception. You didn't change how you see yourself. You still see yourself as the fat girl who got slim. So you still made fat girl choices. I'm here to show you how to start making the slim version of you, the fit version of you, the happy version of you, the healthy version of you. She exists. Oh, she's out there. And she's waiting for you to just clue in and catch the fuck up and realize that you can be her now. The minute you decide to start seeing yourself differently, you will start making different choices. So the formula for this is really, really fucking simple. It's a 3-step formula. It's so easy. All you have to do is decide what it is that you want, because it's clearly not what and who you are now, because otherwise you'd be so fucking deliriously happy you wouldn't even be listening to this podcast. You'd be like, I love myself. I love my life. Look at me out here. I'm fucking crushing it at everything I touch turns to gold. But that's not you. You're sitting on the fucking couch, shoving food in your face every single night, watching Netflix and crying because you got no love in your life that you want, or if you do, you still hate yourself, so you still feel like you can't receive the love. And now you've had a shitty job that you hate, and you hate your fucking job, so you're eating because of that. And then the kids are running around and they're running amok throughout the house, and that pisses you off, so now you're eating because of that. And now you've had a health diagnosis, which is also upsetting you, so now we're eating because of that. And we are just tuning out every single one of our emotions because we are still seeing ourselves as a person who just cannot handle life. So first up, you need to decide what it is that you want for yourself, what you want for and from yourself. You've got to decide that there is a version of you existing somewhere. If you didn't believe that a better version of you existed, then you wouldn't even be dreaming about weight loss. Wouldn't even be a concept for you, because you'd just be like, this is who the fuck I am. This is who I am, and I love who I am, and this is fucking amazing. But that's not you. You are constantly waking up every day, looking in the mirror, if only I wasn't like this. If only I was more like that. There is that desire that you shit all over is actually a really good thing. That is the God in you. That is the conscience in you. That is the part of you that's fucking awake and savvy, trying to pull you forward towards that better version of you, but you shit all over it. You're like, this sucks that I feel this way and that I'm not where I want to be and I'm such a loser. Instead of calling yourself a damn loser, why don't you get up and decide, okay, if I don't like who I am now, then who would I need to become in order to like who I am? It's so simple. You decide what it is that you want. So for me, I made the decision, I want to be healthier. That was one of my number one motivators. I wanted to be healthier. Because you can be as cute as you like, but if you're still a walking heart attack because you eat so much cholesterol and fucking saturated shit, then that's not fun either. So I wanted to be healthy and I wanted to be vibrant and I want to be energetic. I want to be clear thinking. I want my skin to be clear and amazing. And I don't want everything to be sagging every 2 seconds and like my butt and my boobs having a race about which one's going to hit the ground first. I wanted to look and feel strong in my body. Not saying I want to be like muscly and everything, but I just want to feel strong, like I'm capable, like I can open a jar of fucking pickles without asking somebody for help. So I decided what it is that I wanted. Secondly, you need to figure out what version of you has that, is already living that. When you've figured that out, you will know then what you need to start doing, because you just extrapolate, you just work backwards. I'd be like, okay, I want to be fit, healthy, strong. I definitely want to lose a few kg. This is going to be amazing. I want to feel like I don't have to be scared around food. I don't want to feel like I'm going to be binging every night because I can't keep certain food in the house. I feel like I can't control myself. I don't want that. So this is another thing. Let me just interject. Very often when I was talking to clients, I'll say to them, tell me what it is that you want. Like we start out, tell me what it is that you want. And they're like, I don't know what I want, Kylie, but I'll tell you what I don't want. I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to look like that. I don't want to be behaving this way, and I don't want to be scared of this. Like when you know, even if you can't tell me what it is that you do want, just tell yourself what you don't want. And then clearly what you do want is the fucking opposite of that. So it's really easy. It's like, I don't want to feel scared around food. Okay, fine. Then we're going to stop telling ourselves certain foods are restricted and you can't have them. I don't want to feel like a fat failure. Great. Let's stop telling yourself for a start that you are a fat failure. Let's start using some more encouraging words and sentences and thought patterns and processes to ourselves. Maybe that means integrating some NSR into your life, some EFT, like all these. So if you don't know what these are, just message, comment, do fucking Google it. You'll figure it out, right? Because you're smart, sexy, savvy. You're switched on enough to know what to do. Don't play the helpless fucking victim. I don't know what she said, NSR and EFT. Like, Google it. You do know how to figure this shit out. The diet industry has really, 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 truly done a number on us and made us think that if you're not counting every fucking calorie that goes into your mouth, you have like a snowflake's chance in hell of ever succeeding. But I didn't count not one fucking calorie. And that's when I started losing 20 kilos because I'd counted calories my whole life. Don't mistake. It's not as if I never counted a calorie. No, I was fucking obsessed. I used to, because, you know, we didn't have smartphones back in my era. So I used to carry around a little fucking notepad and pen all day long. And I would write down 1 M&M, 10 calories. And I would write it down. At the end of the day, I added up my calories and I either felt like a fucking warrior or I felt like a fat fuck. And I would sit back, and if I had anything over like 500 to 1,000 calories, I felt like I'd failed. And that was never the case. That's what was actually keeping me fatter and more overweight and more depressed and more sad. It wasn't until I really started trusting myself, started trusting my body and understanding that it isn't here like a predator. It isn't here to fuck me over in my life. It is here to help me and support me and keep me going here on planet Earth. So once I was very clear on what it is that I wanted, and then I figured out what version of me would have those things that I want. What would she be doing? What time would she be waking up? What time would she be getting her little ass in bed? What morning routine would she carry out? Would she even have one? Does she exercise? Does she not? And if she does, how long does she do it for? Figure that shit out. Because once you've got that down on paper, you are unfucking stoppable. I'm telling you right now. Start doing the things that she would do. That's the third step. You start immediately doing the things that version of you would do. And lo and behold, give it a month, give it 2 months, give it 3 months. You are her. You have magically become her. And all you did was take the tiny little baby steps, day by day, moment by moment, decision by decision, until they compounded and gave you everything that you ever wanted, that you never, ever thought that you could have. Honeys, I'm sending you tremendous amounts of love. As always, come on over, kyliepax.com/FTheScale. That's where we all hang out. We have incredible conversations. We have weekly calls with me, plus the entire F the Scale modules where I break down step by step exactly how I lost the 20 kilos and how you can do it too. You do only have to follow the bouncing ball in there, and it literally does work. Plus, we've got over 200 recipes. We've got the night tracks, the sleep tracks, the talk tracks, all the things to help program your neuro pathways for 100% success. I'm sending you love. I can't wait to see you all again next week. Until then, gorgeous ones, bye for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to shimmy your butt over to kyliepax.com and join me inside of F the Scale so that you can stop emotional eating and start losing your weight now. You'll also find helpful notes and resources inside my past podcasts that will help you lose the weight without the BS. I'll see you next week.